Progressive lenses, as we know them today, are a mid-20th century aesthetically pleasing incarnation of a 200-year-old concept of trifocal lenses. They correct human vision for distance at around 20 feet and beyond, intermediate at around 2.8 feet, and near at around 1.2 feet. The wearer can see at every other distance while using them only because of the eye's accommodative capabilities. This is why eye fatigue caused by eye strain is a well-known downside of using progressive lenses. Another even bigger issue with progressive lenses, and the one responsible for the high rate of wearers who cannot adapt to them, is the so-called swim effect. This is a technological consequence of implementing the progressive lens concept into the practical surface design of the lens. It is impossible to eliminate it from the design. As technology progresses, some mitigation of this issue is achievable, but it still does not work for everyone. Progressive lens concept adopted 200-year-old trifocals lens concept to suit the needs of mid-20th century man, and did it well. But today, in the midst of the second decade of the 21st century, our lifestyle changed again. So have our visual needs. Use of unknown in 1950s handheld devices exploded. We spend up to 75% of our time indoors where nothing is 20 feet away, and most things are more than 2.8 feet from us. We do socialize by physical activities like golf or pickleball, for instance. Our eyes are aging at a different pace than our social lifespan. So why use 21st century technology to keep fixing an outdated concept when we could develop a new concept suited to our current civilizational needs? Michael Wallach did just that when he patented the utility of his new concept of the multifocal lens in 2021 and 2022. The natural accommodation lens, or NAL, is a response to the changing needs of the modern population, offering visual correction for all distances, from far to near. It is best known under its market name of Omnilux NAL. This is a modern life reality optimized multifocal lens free from the swim effect. It provides human vision with intuitive support, correcting all focal length distances in ways expected by the human brain, acting as an extension of natural accommodation capabilities. Therefore, it is accepted by wearers as single vision correction, with none of the visual flaws known from older multifocal concepts. Sight is a creative process of the brain using the eyes as tools. Omnilux NAL, being in sync with the instinctive accommodative capability of the eye, becomes a natural part of that process, allowing for uninterrupted performance at peak levels. In other words, it restores the best visual performance of the wearer, or in some cases, even exceeds that performance. Omnilux NAL responds to the new lifestyle requirements of the modern population, acting as an invisible prosthetic of humans' most important sense, sight. It is visual experience that leads us through our life, regardless of whether at work, home, or while learning or entertaining. Our demand on sight is far more than other senses combined, and now we can not only correct, but, most importantly, support this sense with non-intrusive, completely intuitive technology. Visual efficiency at all focal distances, from infinity to 1 foot, is not an option but an inevitability, and Omnilux NAL is the direct answer to that call.